everyone, I'm Shruti and I'm from Singapore, and today I'm making something really different using our humble dosa batter. This is a South Indian as well as a Maharashtrian dish, and it's called PANIYARAM or APPE as we all know it. Let's get cooking. For the salty paniyarams, we need a cup of dosa batter, a teaspoon of grated ginger, about 1 green chilli chopped, a little coriander for garnish, a few curry leaves, and 1 medium-sized onion finely chopped. We also need a small pinch of baking soda. I'm making 2 styles of paniyaram. One is the saltier version and one is the sweet one. So let's begin with the salty one. I have heated a tablespoon of cooking oil in a tadka pan. You can take a small kadhai if you have. And once it's a little warm, we're going to add the seasonings to it. Now the oil is hot and I'm going to add a small spoon of rye. Once it starts fluttering, you add a spoon of urad dal. You add a few leaves of curry leaves. You add a small pinch of hing, the ginger, the chopped green chilli, and just give it a quick stir. And you add your onions. Now keep stirring this mixture and make sure the flame is not very high. So once the onion cooks a little bit, I will stop cooking it further because I don't want to brown the onions, and I will then add this whole tadka to your dosa batter. So now the onions are completely cooked and you can see that they're just a little translucent. I'm going to stop cooking them furthermore, and I'm adding this whole tadka to the cup of dosa batter that I've taken here. Now this is store bought. You can make your own batter at home, and at this point you can add anything you like to this, like any vegetables that you like. You can add grated carrots, you can add grated beetroot, or you can add your cabbage, you can add your broccoli, and make it really interesting for the kids, and they won't even know that there are vegetables hidden inside. So now I have added the tadka in my dosa batter. I'm going to add a very small pinch of baking soda to this. I'm not using the whole 1/4 teaspoon that I've taken here, and I'm going to add freshly chopped coriander leaves, and I'm going to add a small pinch of salt. So give this a good mix. Now this is the APPE pan or the PANIYARAM pan, and it's easily available in a lot of shops and online as well. I'm pouring a drop of ghee in each of these APPE holes, and I'm waiting for it to just heat up a little bit. So now I'm going to make the APPEs and the paniyarams. Now I'm going to fill up the pan with the batter. And cover it for exactly 10 to 15 seconds. So now I am going to turn them carefully with the spoon. You can use a knife. Now you have to just tip it and let the batter inside fall on the other side, so that you get a round shape to this whole paniyaram. Because once it's cooked, it just comes off that easily. So make sure your flame is not really very high, but the pan needs to be a little on the hotter side. So my medium flame is now, it's going to cook the whole paniyaram on both the sides, so it gets a full round shape. Keep turning this on either side so that it gets equally roasted and it doesn't burn. So now you can see that it's got a beautiful round shape. Now the whole trick is to turn it when it's half raw and it's already forming a crust on the other side. So let this cook nicely on both the sides. Keep turning it for a few seconds till you know that it's not very soft, but it's a little hard to touch. So it's cooked completely inside as well. So now you can see that it's formed a nice crust and it's a little more brown now. It's time to remove this in a bowl. Garma garam paniyarams are absolutely ready to eat. Let me show you how these paniyarams are from the inside and whether they have cooked or no. It's damn hot. Ow. So this is how they should look from the inside. Completely cooked and very fluffy. For the sweet paniyaram, we need a banana. We need about 2 tablespoons of grated jaggery or powdered jaggery. We need half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of elaichi powder and a cup of dosa batter. And now we are going to make the sweet version of the paniyarams. I have taken a banana in a bowl. To that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of jaggery. You can add more or less as per your preference. So I'm going to mash it along with the jaggery so that it mashes easily. So I have mashed this a little roughly. I have not completely mashed it. I have kept a few pieces here. To this I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of elaichi powder and a small pinch of baking soda. I'm just going to give this a good mix. I'm going to take the dosa batter and I'm going to add this whole mixture to the batter. Mix this really well and let it sit for about 5 minutes. So until then we can just heat our paniyaram pan and get trying these. So now I have preheated my appam pan and I'm going to do the same what I did for the previous appams. I'm going to just drop in a little ghee, but this time I'll just go a bit extra for the sweet ones because they taste better a little more. So once this is a little warm, which I think it is now, I'm going to start pouring the batter inside. If you're not comfortable filling up the holes here, I suggest you fill it up halfway through and make smaller appams in the beginning, and once you get the hang of turning them, you start filling them up completely. So now I'm going to just let them be for a few seconds covered. To make sure the flame is controlled as well. It should not be too high or too low. So it's on a medium flame right now. So make sure you're checking this constantly because you don't want this to burn on the bottom. Now I'm going to just turn it the same way that I did. Be very careful with this because you've added banana to this. So this is going to be very soft. Now make sure it cooks on the other side as well. And keep your flame low as you have added jaggery and banana, so they tend to caramelize if the flame is too high. So don't worry if one is a little darker than the other or more golden brown than the other. It's just that just avoid it to get burnt and make sure you're cooking it completely nicely from all the sides. Keep turning them, like I said before, just keep turning them and cook them a little evenly so that they get a nice brown color. Obviously do it with a spoon, I'm doing it with a hand right now. So this is how the appams, the banana appams look from the inside. They're completely cooked. You can see a piece of banana sticking out somewhere and it's just yummy and delicious. And just like that, we have finished a jhatpat quick recipe with the very simple dosa batter. We have made paniyarams or appes in 2 different ways. As I showed you, this was the salty one and the sweet one. So please make these and let me know how you like it. Keep following Tingling Palette on Facebook and Instagram for more such recipes. Thank you.